As a watch owner, what should you be made aware of when you have your mechanical watch and you want to maintain it?
First of all, I think you should observe your watch, because like in the morning you will take your clothes, put your clothes on, put the accessories on, and probably the last accessory will be your watch. Observe it during putting on the wrist. If you have a manual winding one, take care in rewinding it correctly, and observe your watch, particularly the crystal, the case, and of course the leather strap from one side and back side. These are the main points.
What are the kind of the main risks that exist?
Of course, damages done by shocks are the most risky points, particularly in the crystal, on the side of the crystal. Scratches is not anymore because they're scratch resistant, but any shock can destroy or disturb or broke the part of the glasses. Or the most exposed part, like the crown. And if you use your leather strap, after a while, the fixing point and the buckle are the two most risky points.
We've talked about physical shocks that you can put on a watch, but there's also other type of shocks, more invisible, like magnetism. Can you talk to us about that?
Yes, this is not really a shock, but it affects the accuracy, in fact, and particularly the hairspring on the balance wheel, which can be affected by magnetic fields. On normal watches, magnetism can affect the accuracy, particularly if you put your watch near to strong magnetic fields, like for example a speaker in your car or at home. Against it, you cannot do so much. The only point is to show it to your watchmaker, because probably you will observe the accuracy, it's not really the same like before. You cannot measure it yourself, but the watchmaker can do something in a quite easy way against it.
And there are obviously different type of watches. So between a sports watch and a classic elegant watch, are there differences there also in terms of maintenance?
Yes, of course. This kind of ultra-thin watch you will not really have it on the wrist to have sport activities. For this kind of or other activities, you will probably have a more sporty watch, like this one, for example, which is much more resistant, which is a really diving watch, for example. But you still have some risk, because a true diver, which use the watch really in salty water, will still take care to clean the watch in sweet water on the end, and observe exactly if the bezel is rotating correctly, if the crown is still working, and finally if the crown is really fixed on the case, if it's a screwed crown. And of course, still take care, the buckle has to be really safety and well blocked.
And we're talking about mechanical watches, but between a winding watch and an automatic watch, are there differences there too?
Yes, of course. Automatic winding watches, they still are rewinded, and many people means, okay, it's still rewinded, I put it by side, take it back on my wrist. But in fact, there are a few points to take care. Manual watch, you rewind it. The best is to rewind your watch still at the same time. It means if you rewind it every morning, you know it's full loaded over all the day, and evening it's not so more important, and during the night it's not so important, and you will rewind it the next day. Automatic winding watches, if you wear it regularly, the automatic winding system rewinds correctly. But if you have more watches, take care. Still take the watch, and even if it's an automatic one, rewind it just a little. It gives you more power. So more power you have, so more regular the balance will be, so it means more accuracy.
And we all often make this parallel, but when you have a car, it's normal that you go and service your car. So I guess it should be the same with a watch.
Yes, of course, but don't forget, a car you will have a service once or twice a year. A watch once or 3, 4 or 5 years. So it means much better.
Okay. Interesting. So now you have the keys, I guess, to maintain a little bit your watch by yourself before bringing it to the service people.
Yes, take care and enjoy your watches.